So I am currently stuck in the car at a railroad crossing that's got its gates down and everything, but there's no train in sight. So, I'm just gonna show you a couple of things that I got at the Kate Spade outlet last weekend because I got the time now, so yeah. Hey, guess what? I found the train. There it comes. Slow boat to China. Which is something my grandmother used to say, but I don't really understand it. I guess. Whatever. Anyway, point is, got this little guy. He is a watermelon-shaped coin purse. I really, really like him. He's got my pill case and... Yay! Train! He's got my pill case and my fingernail clippers and the glasses cleaners, little packets of glasses cleaners and stuff. So I love that. I think that is so, so precious. I could eat that up. It is so cute. Then I got this wallet with scallopy edges and stuff. I really like this. It's got lots and lots of pockets and lots of little little crevices and things to stick stuff in, and you know I love my pockets. So I just thought that was so happy. Such a happy color green. And then last, my most favorite thing, he's a coin purse, but he's currently holding my a couple extra cards that I used to have in a little metal card case thing, but he is significantly better. What I really like about him is that when he's in the pocket of my bag, he looks like he's just kind of creeping out, ready to pinch. So I have become so obsessed with Kate Spade that I have asked for my next trunk to be nothing but Kate Spade stuff, and my stylist was like, oh yeah, we can do that. I'm very excited. They have a lot of stuff on sale right now on the Nordstrom website, so I told her to try to stick with stuff that was in that sale, or that would be going on sale pretty quickly. So I skimmed through and saw a couple of things that really looked exciting to me, like she's got a B-shaped handbag and a gold dot pencil case and all kinds of fun shaped coin purses. So we'll see, Guys, it's gonna be a short one. Woohoo! So I have switched up my drink at the Starbucks, like my typical. Normally I get a iced coffee with cream. I know you see a lot of the Frappuccinos, but normally what I get is an iced coffee. So I have switched it up, and I am now gonna start getting a green tea. Because I've heard lots of things about the green tea being so good for you, and I drink it at home, so I figure I might as well start getting it when I'm out, and I don't want to fuss with all the stuff to make it at home. And my typical blueberry muffin. So I am at the lake, and I am gonna go through some work stuff and enjoy about an hour of solitude. One of my neighbors across the street is moving, and she asked if she could use the parking space in front of my driveway, which really isn't a parking space. It's a space for me to be able to back out of my driveway. So I said, sure, I'll just park in the overflow lot and, you know, up at the front of the neighborhood and walk back down. So I figured since I had to leave out of my driveway anyway, I might as well get some breakfast. And I might as well spend an hour looking at something pretty before I have to go back and be stuck in my house until 10 o'clock at night. So it's gonna be a 13-hour day of work, and that's really all that's gonna happen today.
Yep, it's treating in. It's treating in.
I am making some iced green tea at home because having the green tea as much as I need it at the Starbucks is expensive. So I am going for the Jade Citrus Mint from the Tavana, and I'm out of it now, so I need to order some new stuff. But yeah, I'm thinking about finding a larger pot so the leaves have more room. Like, that's a lot of tea in that tiny little space. So I'm thinking about trying to find a larger brewer dealy-hoo. So maybe that's what I'll do this afternoon. Another project for this week is cleaning and organizing the under the sink nastiness. Yeah, I'm over what's happening over here. So trash is out because I'm gonna empty it, but I don't like it. It's gotta change. Got up for a dinner break, and this one has decided I'm not working anymore tonight. Poor kid. He's wrong, of course, because today is a 13-hour day and I will not be finished until after 10. Poor buddy. Okay, I have bread in my mouth, but I only have a couple minutes to show you. So I got smaller trash cans, one for trash, one for recycling. And I got these little bin things at the Targets because I was gonna get pull-out shelving things, but because of all the pipes, there's absolutely no room to do anything. So I have like my bacon grease mason jar and extra roll of paper towels. Sponges are in the top thing, and then anything that goes in the dishwasher is in there. Extra roll of trash things, and then the refills on the soap, the bug spray that I can use in the house because, you know, squee and my allergies. I'm super allergic to bug spray. I get asthma attacks whenever they spray at the office, so I always have. I actually had to leave a sisterhood retreat once because the house where we were staying had just had the bug man in, so it was really horrible, actually. It's a bad memory for me. The leaving part, not the bug part, or the retreat part. You know what I mean. Point is, all the bug spray that doesn't trigger asthma for me, and then back there is stainless steel appliance wipes kinds of things, and there goes Remus. So yeah, I want to get something that sticks that higher, like maybe a little clip or something high, so I don't have to bend down to get it, because I use these all the time to clean the cabinets and the counters and everything. These things are awesome. You can use them on everything, on wood and the granite, and I have the granite countertops, and granite can be a little finicky with cleaner, so hooray! So next on my list of projects is I want to redo the entry, the basement entry. This is where I come in the garage every day. The front door is actually up there, up and down, sort of. Up that flight and then down half a flight, and there's the front door. So that's the garage door, and I don't have a coat closet, so that's where all the coats live. And I really want to get something, I love this bench, but I want to get something that's a little more, it's a lot of fern droppings on the stairs there. I babysat my neighbor's fern, and when I took it back to them, it just dropped all the fronds, and I haven't vacuumed yet, so, right. So I want to get something that's a little more functional here. Still has a place to sit and put your shoes on, I think. Or maybe I can just use the stairs, I don't know. But I want something that'll store all of these shoes nicely and hide all this stuff. And while I really, really love my canvas prints, I took all these photos at a beach vacation. So these are all my photos. And I really love them, but I don't know, they've been there 3 years. I'm just kind of over it, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I need to find somewhere else for those to go, because they're just not working for me so much anymore. I don't even look at them anymore. Like, I keep my head down and I walk up, because this is just a mess. And I'm not real fond of the tile down here, but there's not a whole lot I can do about the tile. So this rug will have to change, and the bench, and then I'll find a new home for these guys. I don't know where, but I'll figure it out. Ugh. Well, that's one bit sorted. Got these at Target. You can't really see, but they came with little chalk pencils. So I've just drawn my standard squirrel thing, and I don't know, practice handwriting. Oh no. And then this guy, I've got some other colored pencils in, and they're both magnetic, so that's nice. I think it just adds a little bit of visual interest on the wall. So, right, so that's one half. Still working on that half. It will probably take some time to find just the right piece that will fit and make me happy. So, take out the recycling now, I guess. Meh. Changing the sheets has stalled out. Yeah, it's as far as we got, guys.
I heard it. I heard the moment. They don't hear me, but when they hear me, they'll do something too. Mama!
Oh my goodness. What you doing? Just moving on by, huh? Okay. Yep. Well, all right.
See you later.
It's nice to see you.
Grab a feather.
Can you just drop one for us, please?
Oh my God!
So today was one of my summer of service days from a company. I'm currently in the t-shirt for the thing because I'm too tired to change. I am making popcorn for dinner in my 20 minutes that I have to eat said popcorn and said dinner. Then when that is done, I need to go to my mom and dad's house because dad needs, this is serious. Because dad needs some IT support. So I will do that. This morning started at 4:30 a.m. When Remus made a bit of a ruckus and then tore off running away like he was running out of his litter box, trying to escape a smell, except that he was running out of my bathroom. So I didn't think that boded well. I got up and investigated and didn't see anything in the bathroom, and then went to chase him down, figure out what was going on. And I wandered around the house for several minutes looking for him, and he just wasn't around. Then my foot kicked something that shouldn't have been on the floor. Yes, there was that. So instantly I knew there was an issue because he never, ever, ever not uses the litter box. So upon further investigation of his person, and what I had found, you know, because he licks his stomach because it itches because he's allergic to his food, but he can't have any other food because he gets blocked, and that's why he's got all the raw patches on his stomach. And the vet and I have been working on it to the tune of several $1,000s, and we cannot figure it out. Well, I know what he's allergic to, but the problem is that his urethra blocks. I think we've talked about this 1,000 times, but for those of you who are new, he can't have the food that he's not allergic to because he develops crystals in his urine, which blocks his urethra, which is deadly. His rash is just bothersome. So it's like, what do you do? I mean, you gotta let him itch. That's really all it is. So I've been trying to figure out all these different things to keep him from licking himself to bleed. But anyway, so he licks his stomach and he licks up all that hair and he gets a lot of hairballs. So he throws up a lot. And every once in a while, he will get a bit of a blockage because of all that fiber that can't break down. You know, cat fur, he's found crinkly paper. Cat fur doesn't break down in the digestive system, so it's gotta go somewhere, and either he throws it up or he, you know, it gets blocked in his little intestines on the way out or whatever. So I knew that's what had happened because he had a bit of a hanger on. So that was the way I started my day today. And then we went out to the summer of service, and you saw some clips of animals in what look like horrible cages, but I tried to show as much as possible the names of the animals and how they got to the sanctuary. It's not a zoo. It's not, it is a not-for-profit. They take in animals that are from zoos who can't handle them anymore, or zoos that have been shut down, illegal pets, rehab, I can't remember what else. They have a lion, a tiger, and a bear who were rescued from a drug dealer in Atlanta, and they all live together because they were babies together, and so they've kept them together. So which I think is very nice. And frankly, I think they have more acreage in these sanctuary cages, even though it's all very chain link and whatever. They have more room there than they do at Zoo Atlanta. I'm pretty positive. I haven't been to Zoo Atlanta in like a year, so they, you know, whatever. Point is, it's not a zoo, it's a sanctuary, and we go and volunteer there as part of my company's summer of service project. So I cleaned up a lot of poo because they don't cut the grass there. They turn the goats loose. And then, you know, the goats and the Shetland ponies and whatever, they turn them loose and let them cut the grass. But of course they leave behind a lot. So, you know, you clean that up. And the park is available, the sanctuary is open for free. You know, it runs on donations only. So you can just go in and look at everybody and leave money on your way out. And then schools, a lot of little tiny Christian schools go there and visit and hang out, and that's really fun. They've got a really great education program there. So they do a really good job, I think, as an animal lover. Not an animal activist, but it's somebody who really wants animals to be happy and well cared for. I feel that this particular sanctuary does a really great job with their shoestring budget. Like, it's amazing. They have a lot of really big animals that require a lot of really big expensive food. So my neighbor's doing something really interesting. Some kind of crazy maneuver in the driveway. Anyway, I am home. I'm doing another four hours of work today, and then IT support, and then tomorrow is another long day. I'm 8 to 6 tomorrow, and the office shuts down at 2, so that's fun. It's all right. I'm tired, so I'm grumpy. Anywho, I am gonna go eat my popcorn, because now I only have 7 minutes to eat my popcorn. And we'll go from there. So, what's today? Thursday. I gotta decorate the golf cart. I gotta decorate the golf cart. I gotta decorate the golf cart for the 4th of July. I guess I'll do that tomorrow. Maybe if my day starts at 4:30 tomorrow, I can go out and take care of it in the morning. All right, so this is what I went with. I found both of these pieces in the same dealer booth, so I was able to get a really good deal on them. So in this one, we've got shoes, and it's really nice because it's tall enough, the bottom shelf is tall enough for my rain boots. So, and they fit my shoe size like perfectly. It's very exciting. So that's that. And then this one, I'm gonna have to do a little more tweaking, I think, in this one. But this one has got, and I moved it so everything's all wiggly. Everything's all over the place. This one's just got all the extra stuff that was in like the basket or the bench or whatever. So there's the rolly brush and the hand sanitizer refill. I'm gonna have to get a smaller one to be able to use in the house, and this can just be the refill to refill the smaller ones. Just because you can't reach the pump in here, and that's a lot of work. Who wants to do that? Extra shopping bag. Yeah, and then the drawer down here has an extra tech car sticker and extra golf cart key. But yeah, and squirrel and armadillo lamp. Discovered when I got the armadillo lamp, because when you're walking down from the stairs up here, you can see the top of this and it's not very pretty, so I decided I needed a little something up there to sort of make the visual line from the top look nice. So I picked up the armadillo lamp, and I got home and I realized there's no plug on that wall. So, I don't know, I'll figure that part out later. But yeah, so yellow rug came from Target. These are primitive antique cabinets. And that's it, really. I'm really happy with it. The one thing that I really like about this is it's got this lip back here. So not only can it be flush against the wall, but it gives a little room for the molding at the bottom. And if I ever do get an outlet installed on this wall, the plug can go straight out and it won't bend. So that's kind of nice. That's kind of cool. I'm tickled by that. I think it looks great. Makes me really happy. Balances out over here with the little metal dealy-hoos and stuff. And yeah, so now I'm gonna take my bag of, where is it? My bag of America and go decorate Burdell. Hooray! Six-point buck, just hanging out in the woods next to somebody's house. Snoozy Bambi. So this is t-shirt try number 2. This one's not quite as long as the other one that he kept stepping on, but it's got little sharks on it. And he's all purr, so we'll see. You're so cute. Little tiny baby.
Montessori, woo!
Really, really good. It's not a bunch of lambs. It's frogs. If I ever die mysteriously, and the cause of death is blunt force trauma to the head, it's because I accidentally tripped over a baby fawn and a daddy came and hit me in the head.
Yeah. Not the most fun way to go in the middle of the woods. But yeah, apparently we've stumbled across a little deer nest somewhere, and the proud and highly protected parents are nearby. They ran off with their white tails up, but only went about 50 yards and have been circling us at a safe distance. And right now, we are being watched.
She snorted. She's mad. We are going to get a fantastic thunderstorm in a little bit. So over the weekend, a mysterious box from Amazon showed up that had this phone case in it and some bar stools. And I didn't buy either one of those, so I shot Amazon an email to find out what is going on with that, because I checked my account and I wasn't billed for it. So I don't know what's going on. If I have a mysterious admirer who happens to know my home address and that I really wanted bar stools and a phone case. I don't like that phone case though, so I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so we're gonna wait and see what Amazon says, and I'm gonna drink my Trenta iced green tea, and I am trying to go through resumes for work. Except that the server that holds the PDF resumes is down. I get a nice, fantastic thing that says something like happy stack, warning, internal something happened, something went wrong, internal server error, haha, error, everything has stopped. So so I can't really do anything. Well, that's not true. I have 2 new jobs I've got to get together and get posted, and then I've got all these emails from all these candidates over the long weekend, and they all want updates on their statuses, and that's something I can do. So I will probably do all the email admin-y type stuff when I should be getting my schedule done for Thursday and Friday, but I'm just not gonna be able to. So Thursday is probably gonna be a wash for most of the day. I will most likely be able to get some stuff scheduled for the evening, but I like to give my candidates at least 24 hours notice before I schedule something with them, just so they have time to respond back and confirm or say, no, that doesn't work for me or whatever. So it's very likely I won't be able to get anything scheduled for tomorrow unless it's after 5, which is fine. I had intended to go into the office tomorrow anyway because I haven't been in yet this week. So that might be good to have an office day. Maybe leave at 3 instead and do like a 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 9. That would work. I could like plug in all my California people for tomorrow. Yeah, that might do just fine. Right, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the email-y things and the admin bits, and hopefully Amazon will respond and let me know how to ship this thing back, or if it was a present, how do I return the phone case, because I don't know, the whole thing is very strange. So I also have dishes. I have lots of dishes, and Remus is hiding under the bed because it's thundering, and I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of tired. And I've lost my train of thought, so I'm gonna go wipe the chocolate ice cream off the corner of my mouth and go back to work. Okay, so there are 2 things that I want to say really, really fast. Number 1, how come nobody told me that on Snapchat they have walrus and sloth sticky note things that you put on the things with the filters or whatever. I'm really disappointed nobody told me that, because those are my two favorite things to describe myself, like a sloth and a walrus. I feel like those are both so representative of me as a person, as an individual, as a human being. Why did that happen? And two, I tried a new eyebrow thingamajiggy today, and it has gone horribly wrong. They're all like, it's all like caked to the skin behind the hair, and it's horrible. It's really, really bad. So I'm never using that again. I just like, here's my thing. It's like, why, when I have something that works, why do I always want to try something new? Like, why not just stick with what works? I don't know. I feel like it's, you know, maybe it's that human desire to be constant innovation or whatever. But it just, yeah, this has gone horribly wrong. So I'm gonna have to go to the office or find like some condensation off of a cup to get this stuff off, because I'd rather be like naked brows than run around looking like this. Thankfully the sunglasses cover it for the most part, so gonna fix that. I am at the office most of the day today. I leave here at 3. Oh, and I also got a super sweet comment on my video from 2 weeks ago. So you may have noticed that I didn't upload last week. So this week is gonna be this week is a combination of the 2 weeks. And I didn't upload last week just because I had thought, well, I'll just save it for Monday and include the 4th of July in it. And then when I got home from the fireworks, I was so tired. I was like, I am not editing this thing at midnight. I'm going to bed. And then Tuesday, I ran around with my friend who had come down, my friend Sarah Cozy, who had come down to play for the 4th of July. And we ran around having a great time. And I didn't think about the vlog. And then all of a sudden it was Wednesday. And I was like, well, at this point, you might as well roll them all into both. And I didn't think anybody really terribly cared, you know. Like I didn't realize that it would be a people would miss it. I didn't realize people would miss it, and people have missed it, and that makes me really happy. So yeah, so I'll go back and comment to her and let her know that I am in fact alive. Everything is fine. I'm just busy and lazy, combination of the two. Right, so now I am gonna go by Starbucks, and I'm gonna get a brownie because I really want something chocolate, and a green tea, and go back to work for a couple of hours and then head home, because today was a 12-hour day, but my calls don't start until 4, and I hadn't been in the office yet this week because I took Tuesday off and Monday was a holiday. So I figured, you know, go into the office, get some admin done, let everybody know that I am still an employee. Hang out, you know, do all of that, and then head home. So it's gonna be a 13-hour day, but it's well, yeah, 13.5 hours today, but the vast majority of it was just all admin stuff. Like, I finally got around to being able to answer all these poor candidates who want updates. I had some who've been waiting over a week to hear back, and I don't have any time. I have no time to get it done. So that, and take, you know, breathe, because I'd like to have a break for lunch and a break to breathe during those long, you know, marathon days at home. But what I really ought to be doing is I really ought to just power through and get these poor people, because it's not their fault they have to wait so long. But you gotta eat. You gotta eat, you gotta breathe. You can't do that, you know. You gotta take 15-20 minutes wherever you can. So anyway, I got back to them today, so that was good, and I'll have 30 jobs open by the end of this week, which is tomorrow. So like, there's just no end in sight, which is great because it's job security, but it also means no real vacation. It means no real break. It means that I don't have anywhere to build in some real time off. Like, the days that I have taken off, like I took Tuesday off, mostly because I knew the week was already shot anyway because of Monday being a holiday. And Sarah Cozy was in town, and for heaven's sake, I wanted to play with Sarah Cozy. So we played, and we went around antiquing and just had a really good time. And I didn't think about anything except for riding around looking at old stuff, and it was amazing. It was amazing. It felt so good. And then the 2 days I took off a couple of weeks ago were for writing and trying to get that book done. So I was still working. I just wasn't working for my day job. I was, you know, it was still work. So Tuesday was the first day that I had taken, and it wasn't even a full day, I only took a half day. I still had calls Tuesday night. So Tuesday was the first time that I had just taken some PTO time, a half day PTO, and just done nothing but fun stuff. So I really, really enjoyed that, and I think it kind of refreshed me for today and whatever. So I'm hoping I can build in some more time like that going forward, because most of these jobs are specialized jobs, so they're not going to have the hundreds of applications that, you know, like a clerical support or an entry level kind of thing would do. So I don't know, fingers crossed. I say so a lot. I say so and whatever a lot. I also discovered that whenever I am astounded by something, I go, what? Which is not cute. I do that a lot. So I have to find new and exciting ways to express myself. Yeah, good luck to me. Anybody know what that is? That's like a weird bee wasp giant hybrid strange thing. Like, what even is it? He's all up on the... I don't know what he is. Does he bite? Is he angry? Is he some sort of like killer bee thing? Ugh. My car does not like that I'm so close to bushes. So Remus is in love with the recycling. He won't let me take it downstairs and put it out at the curb tonight. Trash day is tomorrow. And he is not interested in helping me save the planet. It's an under the sea theme for the Kitnet box this week. I am gonna bet that this will be Remus's favorite. He hasn't figured out there's an empty box. I mean, there's a box at all for him to sit at, but he'll get there. Well, the hummingbird appears to have won.
Oh, you came back.
He's on his no-lick shirt. Poor kitty. So I just rambled for 15 minutes about things that went on this week. But ultimately, for the purposes of my sunshine and rainbows and butterflies vlog, ultimately, what I think doesn't matter. It doesn't. What I think and what I say doesn't matter. What matters is how I act and how I move forward and how I try to live by example. So the takeaway for me here is that 7 people are dead based on preconceived notions, based on prejudices and bone-crushing hate. And those prejudices and bone-crushing hate and all of that did not start there. It did not start with that level of intensity that resulted in murder and death and families ripped apart and communities destroyed and the faith in each other just in ribbons. That all started small. It started with small thoughts and small ideas and little tiny things that people would foster and let grow into something enormous and horrible. So while I feel in my heart that I am clean of the biggies, you know, prejudice against religions or prejudice against race or gender or socioeconomic background or sexual preference, like all of the biggies. I'm clean. I feel in my heart that I'm clean of that kind of prejudice and hate. I am, however, guilty of looking at someone walking down the street and assessing their expression and determining whether or not they're a sour person, or commenting in my head privately that that person needs more shorts, or that person should really not yank around that dog, or that person must be horrible because they're yanking around their dog, or, you know, things like that. I am incredibly guilty of judging people based on my 20-second, 10-second passing by of them. I am. And I think we all are, in our own ways. We all have prejudices. We all have little judgments hourly. We all assess people, and that's what a first impression is, for heaven's sake. When you get a first impression of somebody, that's a judgment. And it's an inevitable part of life, because in a lot of ways it keeps us safe, and it keeps us in our relationships free of jerks and all that kind of stuff. So those things are kind of important. So I'm not saying I'm not gonna assess anyone. I'm not gonna make first impressions of anyone, because you can't not have a first impression of somebody. What I am going to do is I am going to curb my she needs more shorts, or she looks like she's been sucking on a lemon. She's very sour. She must be a grumpy person. Because you know, that's not helpful. It's not helpful to me. It's not helpful to those around me. It's not helpful to my heart. It's not helpful to... It's not helpful. And the small things grow into big things. And my job is very judgy. My job is to judge people. And I have found that the longer I do my job, my judgy seeps out into my personal life and my everyday interaction with people. And that's not good. So I need to figure out a way to separate how I judge people in interviews and how I interact with people just passing them by. And that is going to be my completely useless, unimpactful, not important way of moving forward. I am going to do my absolute best to live by example and to love and be judgment free, even in the little stuff. Right. So, encourage each other with sweetness and light. I really mean that. And I'll see you next Sunday.